Hey, Uber, Lyft, Bird, Lime, whatever companies are out there. You think you can just leave those scooters on the ground wherever you want? The repo man thinks differently.
Xbox, Twitter, Uber,
Postmates,
Netflix, MoviePass,
Google,
Facebook, eBay,
DoorDash,
Apple, Amazon, Airbnb,
The Apptrepreneur. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and oh boy, we have a fun one today. We have a fun one. You know what? People complain that my channel is way too negative, that I don't share enough fun on this channel. Well, I know this is kind of a negative, but it's so funny and so much fun. I think you're all going to enjoy this one. This one's so epically hilarious. We're going to actually have like the whole widescreen when it's time to cut to the story. But the first things first, we have to get this mundane plug out of the way. But if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm glad you're here. If you happen to like this video, please subscribe below and click that bell notification. We upload videos on a near daily basis, but it's always nice to be notified for like live streams and premieres, all that jazz. Welcome aboard. So happy to have you. Now, I didn't think I'd be talking about scooters again so soon, because Lyft, as you may have seen from a few days ago, is exiting a lot of markets. So I thought that the scooter business was actually winding down. But in that story, I made comments like, yeah, me and Katie, we were in Hollywood, LA, and they were just everywhere. They were everywhere. They were on random parts on the street. They were parked up against benches, and it's like, I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's like they were just all over the place, and it's like, I don't know. There was just something really weird about that. Like, people just leave them anywhere. And yeah, they hired people to go collect them and charge them, but if no one picks them up, they're just sitting there on the sidewalk or something like that. And I wondered, how is that not intrusive? Well, at least in San Diego, it is apparently very intrusive. And there is such a big problem that a couple of men have actually turned it into a business. This is the website for ScootScoop, scooter removal. And this is a free scooter removal service. And what's also nice, they have an app. I love it. So, for private property owners, managers in San Diego called, I'm not going to say their number. It's on the screen. If you want to call them, I guess you can, but please don't bother them unless you have a scooter that needs to be removed in San Diego. I'm sure these guys are way too busy for that. They do not sell scooters. They offer free and paid services. For media inquiries, call. I'm probably going to call them at one point. But here, you download the Scoop app, and here's what they do. They collect the scooters. You call them, or you go on the app, and you say, hey, there's a scooter near me. I want it to be removed. And they come and they remove it. Here's a truck with all these scooters at no cost to you. And I like their slogan. We came to the rescue before anyone else, period. We started by helping private property owners deal with discarded scooters, blocking entrances, access points, and parking that was creating a hazard. What began as a way to manage pedestrian safety and ADA access morphed into a company that understands the intricacies of managing shared mobility devices, how cities can work to manage transportation, parking, and use issues, and how scooter companies can become more effective at managing their fleet so that private property owners are not left out of the equation. In fact, our work with private property owners benefits them in many more ways than simply keeping their sidewalks, common areas, and parking free of clutter. We elevate the image of the city, and we also assist with rider education for a safer, more convenient city. The reality is no one right now is charged with or contracted to manage or enforce the deposition of unwanted devices or equipment on private property. We are here to solve that problem. We have more than 300 private properties under our care. Our typical clients include hotels, restaurants, retail stores and malls, HOAs, homeowners. So here's how the service works. Sign the authorization form, call or use the app to report unwanted scooters. We remove the unwanted scooters. We also patrol your property daily. And then, they have like benefits for working with them, and you can donate. They apparently have a GoFundMe campaign. I'll probably donate a little something to them. Can't donate much right now, but I will donate something. So what's interesting about this is, like, I showed it over here in San Francisco, so I wonder like if that's over there. So anyway, this is pretty awesome. I think this is pretty awesome. This is such a middle finger to the e-scooter business. In fact, they even did, like, the Verge did this cute little graph where I think these are green men. These are probably Lime employees, and they're fighting back with the scooters, and the repo men are coming to beat them up. So anyway, they said you could leave electric scooters anywhere. Then the repo men struck back. There are more electric scooters than people in Pacific Beach, a crowded neighborhood in San Diego known for its bars, surf, attractive college students, and increasingly unaffordable rent. I love how they worded that paragraph. Scooters from Lime, Bird, Lyft, Uber, and Razor are parked along the main path. People can even rent tiny electric bikes from a company called Wheels. Never heard of that one. John Heinkel, a professional repo man with a full head of graying hair and a small and scrappy build, hoists a Lime scooter on its back wheel, setting off the alarm underneath the scooter's brake. Heinkel muffles the annoying sound with his hand. You want to throw a couple, he offers at one point, gesturing towards the dumpster, halfway joking. Dan Borelli, his business partner, says that towing scooters is no different than writing parking tickets. We aren't just grabbing scooters off the street and throwing them in a yard, Borelli insists. We write a parking ticket for every single one we have. Well, let's go back over here real quick and look at that photo again. Well, they must write a lot of parking tickets then. So, yeah, no wonder this is a good business. Wonder how much the tickets are. Together, the two men run an operation called ScootScoop. They say that they have impounded thousands of dockless e-scooters around San Diego on behalf of business owners and landlords who are fed up with the deluge of dockless two-wheelers. ScootScoop is a simple, low-budget concept making use of a tow yard and flatbed truck that Heinkel already owns. Their advertising is word of mouth. Well, then consider this video some word of mouth. They have no employees and no outside funding, but they seem to pose an existential threat to the multi-billion-dollar scooter industry. Is that what it is? Is it a multi-billion-dollar industry? Really? With Lyft exiting 6 markets? Well, whatever. Let's see here. So here's the thing. This is all very interesting. I'm not going to read this whole thing. By the way, this is who they are, and they've got scooters there. This is this is just an awesome article to read. However, here's the thing. It is true they are impeding on these companies' business, and they're repossessing vehicles. And not only are they repossessing them, they're writing them tickets for I don't know how much money. Well, here's the thing. The companies are not happy with that. So some of them are actually taking the time to sue them. Which, yeah, this is where unfortunately it goes from being funny to being deadly serious. And so electric scooters and bikes have exploded, and well, okay, we're gonna skip that part. In California, a tow company called ScootScoop is impounding thousands of devices parked on private property in San Diego, which, by the way, I'm going to point out, I think that makes sense. So let's see here. So, okay, here's the thing. Scooter companies must pay $50 plus $2 a day in storage fees just to get their devices back from the impound lot. Some brands are playing ball, meaning they're paying the tickets. But Bird and Lime are fighting back. Both companies have filed lawsuits against ScootScoop, seeking an immediate end to the so-called tow company scheme. It's not a scheme. Your property, your garbage really, is being dumped on people's houses and private property, being put in front of gates and doors. Sometimes I wouldn't be surprised if some of these things were leaned against cars. And if you pick them up, that annoying wah sound goes off. It's like, no, that's people's private property. You don't put these devices on the road unless you have some way of regulating that they get returned to a certain spot. So no, they have every right to repossess it. It's not a scheme. It is them, here's the thing. If I parked my vehicle in front of someone's driveway, I would get towed, and rightfully so. But apparently, Bird and Lime feel that if someone puts a scooter in front of someone's driveway, hey, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, so here's the thing. Their attempts to deputize themselves as an extension of the city is not only unlawful, but it is nothing more than a property theft scheme to generate income, said Lime in a written statement about the ongoing lawsuit. We are confident that the court will agree and put a stop to their conduct so that Lime can get back to the business of providing the San Diego community with an environmentally friendly and convenient mode of transportation. Yeah, whatever. Does anyone want these things? For its part, ScootScoop hopes to expand the company if it wins the legal battle. In the meantime, their lot in San Diego, as well as the bill for scooter companies, continues to grow. So, by the way, they could really use a donation. How much has their GoFundMe actually raised so far? $910. And the last donation was 2 months ago. Like, dudes. Okay, please, everyone. Just give them $5 or $10, please. Don't let these companies bully them. So anyway, this is... I knew this had to happen. You knew at some point. Yeah. Guys, heroes. Absolute heroes of mine. So, obviously, I agree with this. Now, I just think this is funny. Because the scooter business is a bizarre thing. It really is. It's profitable, clearly. But it's not a service everyone wants to use. It's a service that I don't think has been thought out fully yet. I did hear funny stories like some kids are renting these e-scooters on Halloween so that they can get to more houses on Halloween night and therefore get more candy, something like that. And that's kind of neat, but, you know, they're just a hazard. Like I said, me and Katie were in Hollywood and they were just everywhere and we almost tripped over a couple. It was frankly ridiculous. So I'm okay with this service. Heck, I'm okay with them expanding it. Heck, this is something I might even do on the side. I might, get a truck. Hey, let's pick up some scooters for a little extra money. I would love to be writing Uber and Lyft tickets as one of my jobs. Would absolutely love doing that. But yeah, this is just funny. It's like, wow. And Lime is suing them? They honestly think they're going to win that? No. You can't leave your garbage on people's properties. What are you, nuts? Come on, man. That's what one of my viewers in the chat log says all the time. Come on, man. So anyway, yeah, this was a fun one. I actually like doing stories like these. So, but what about you? What do you think of this? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What chances do you think they have of beating the lawsuit? If you think they're going to win, why? If not, why? I'd like to know one way or the other. But hey, do me a favor and please comment below, like, favorite, share. And if you really enjoyed this video and want to help support more like it, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, of course, but even as little as $1 a month goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly and you get access to my Patreon's exclusive blog. Also, if gas prices are getting just a little down, check out the Get Upside app below. It's totally free, but you get cash back on every gas purchase. If you want more content from me, check out my other channels, Kevin T. Rodriguez, the Apptrepreneur Vlogs, and Autograph Hound. And finally, if you want to talk to me or other fellow scooter collectors, I suppose, check us out on Facebook at the Apptrepreneur Hangouts. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.